And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fight, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
15 Lonnie. Hey, Delta. You hit it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos push further out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On second down, it's Freeman, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On third down, Freeman, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the foot.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
High 7.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Back to throw here.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run. Go. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He's got his 6'5 receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Three wide.
Throwing on 2nd down. Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes.
This is caught inside the 15. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of a couple. After the sack on 1st down, Flacco incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
3rd and goal, Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Play action, Flacco. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely, first and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Setting up to throw, Flacco.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The kick by McManus is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's back to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Setting to throw. Flacco.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we?
Yeah.
Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth.